What's up, ranch hands? Welcome back to the channel, episode number 2, 1883 Yellowstone prequel show, which that first episode was an absolute banger.
I loved it.
I thought they did a really great job of setting the foundation, introducing obviously, we've been introduced to some of the characters in the prequel and flashbacks of Yellowstone, but we got a full taste of James Dillard Dutton, who... This dude is ruthless. Obviously, his main goal and priority is taking care of his family, wife, daughter, and sister, I think, is on the ride with him.
And his son.
And son, yes. I forgot about that. Obviously, the big focus is on his daughter, Elsa, because the little flashback foreshadow intro that we got with that situation. And then, she was a major focus because she's shown to be very independent.
Yeah.
She's very adventurous. She's very curious about the world that she's in. And I mean, she just wandered off and just went swimming in a lake.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows who's around, could do something. But I feel like I feel like her adventurous mindset is maybe going to get them into trouble as they're embarking on this very long journey with this group of Germans who they want to move and find a place to live. And they've got this small core group of people. Yeah. And
they want to make a better life.
It sounds like it's going to be a really big problem because these folks aren't at all equipped for this journey. They don't have supplies. Survival. They don't have weapons. And there's really only 3 people who have the experience, whose names we still need to look up. Sam Elliott was introduced, who amazing, so awesome. I just can't wait to see what his role is going to be in this. But obviously, we're going to be on this big journey, and I feel like having a young daughter with the mindset that Elsa has, like obviously what happened to her in the episode had nothing to do with her personality or her adventurous nature. No. Some drunk dude stumbled into her room and... yeah, her father had to come in and take care of that, which was an absolutely insane situation.
I mean, I think, if the guy was like, oh shit, I wrong room, and then left, it would have been different. But no, motherfucker had to be awful.
Horrible, and he ended up dying for it. But one interesting thing, it's funny how this shit works out. I made a prediction about where I think this show is going to go. And ironically, as I'm editing an episode of the Yellowstone, it's during John's acceptance of becoming governor of Montana.
Spoiler alert.
Jamie's up there talking about stuff and like, oh, 4th generation rancher, this is who should be the governor of Montana, and mentioned something about his family showing up 3 years before Montana was even a state. So I was on the right track, obviously, Captain Obvious. You know what's coming if you've watched Yellowstone. But James Dillard, he and his family are going to show up how we get there. I think that's going to be the story.
Yeah.
But Montana's not going to be a state yet, and he's going to find land. I assume he's going to run into Native Americans, which is something that we saw in one of the flashbacks during Yellowstone. Mm-hmm. But great start. Really cool story. I don't think any of the folks on this journey outside of the 3 who know how to take care of themselves are going to survive this trip. And obviously James' family.
Wow.
Well, maybe not even James' family because we see what happens to his daughter in the open.
Yeah.
Who knows if she survives that, where she goes from that. I mean, clean shot through the stomach with the arrow.
I don't know. Do we have a medic? I don't know.
I would imagine even in that time, as long as you could take care of it and not let it get infected, you might be able to survive that. I don't know. But... I think most of the folks on this journey are going to end up dying just because of the way it was presented to us and how intense this stuff's going to be.
I don't remember seeing a daughter in the flashbacks. I just remember seeing boys. Yeah,
I don't like, that's one of those things where I saw it once, obviously edited the episode. So I've seen that episode a couple times, but I don't recall exactly what went down in terms of his family. Yeah. So I'm still kind of like, I'm not going to go back and look just for the sake of this show. But I know we've seen it and I know something happens, but it's a matter of how, when, where, and why, really, in terms of how this show is going to tell a story. So, ready for episode 2?
Yes.
Let's go.
The Dunker Church, the Battle of
Antietam.
September 17th, 1862.
Damn.
Wow. The makeup in these shows is so good. How they can make somebody look so filthy is incredible.
Like war, and it looks natural and real.
Yeah, war movies and stuff. Absolutely. Makeup and wardrobe, just killing it every time.
It's a lot of dead folks. That's insane.
Oh, hi!
What?
Captain.
What the hell?
Tom Hanks is in this?
I know. I know.
Holy shit, dude. So James has gone through it. This dude, shit.
I loved him, girl. He's so good at this.
My father won't speak of the war.
I need to go look up this war.
When men ask if he fought, he says no. I've seen fellow soldiers call out his name on the street. He turns and walks the other way.
Wow.
He spent 3 years in a Union prison.
Oh, wow.
When he came home, my mother said he weighed 97 pounds.
Oh, my God.
You mentioned it in the last video. I love the touch of the narration. Mm-hmm. It just adds an extra layer of, when it's done well, really good storytelling. And I mean, seeing what he experienced in that war, like, I wouldn't talk about that either. Like, he spent all that time in a friggin' prison too, and weighed less than 100 pounds.
I know. I know.
Oh
for a man of that stature, that's like emaciated. That's crazy.
How about Tom Hanks though?
Yeah.
Taylor Sheridan's bringing in the fucking
big guns.
Yeah.
But also, I saw Billy Bob Thornton is in this too.
Interesting.
Spoiler from the credits. Thanks.
I mean, between Yellowstone and this, like, the cast is
great.
Bunch of heavy hitters.
So good.
Yeah.
You don't need a cook.
Why we need a cook?
Because your passengers are feasting like it's Christmas, and somebody needs to ration their food, because when they run out, they're coming after my food, or your food.
Gonna bring a herd of beef with us. Food ain't gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it will. Add a cook to the list. You feel like moving some cows?
Somebody's got to watch after these folks.
If these folks can't survive 6 hours sitting by a river, I'd rather know it now.
Good point.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
He's so cute. Stop it.
How do mine got no hair?
Ain't got no.
Look at his baby face.
How come?
You will when you're older.
How come now?
I love him.
Maybe because it makes you easy to tickle.
Look at that baby. He's so cute.
We're gonna go round up some cattle, be back in the afternoon. I want you to stay in camp. I want you to keep an eye on your brother, and don't wander off. All right.
He's like, I mean it. Stay here.
And she is
Immediately
not gonna
wanders off.
Yeah, she is not gonna listen. It's like, oh, you told me to go wander, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, that's what you meant. That's what you meant.
And there she goes, immediately wandering off.
Yes. Literally. Dad should come right back and be like, I literally told you, don't go anywhere.
Cool air rises from the ground and sends a shiver through me. Then the sun finds my face, and I am warm. The world here plays parlor tricks on your senses. I do not know what the word Texas means, but to me it means magic.
I like that. I like it a lot. But it's clearly an older voice. So maybe she does survive.
No. It's her voice. It's her current voice.
It is?
Yes.
Sounds like an older voice.
No, it sounds like a child.
Does not to me.
Ain't changed our mind yet, Cap.
Gonna round some up. Can I hire you for that?
Where you holding them?
Ain't found them to hold them.
You hunting wild cattle?
I'll give you $1 a piece for everyone gathered.
How many you trying to get together?
100 or so.
You need 10 hands, and I mean good hands.
How about 3 good hands and 20 who ain't worth a shit? I'll pay you $10 a piece whether we wrangle any or not.
I think James really likes him.
You wasting your money.
Oh, come on, Wade. You're handy enough for all of us.
Yeah, there's still some wild cattle around
Goddamn,
Fort
it's a little
Griffith.
spit.
It's a pretty good ride, though.
Ready when you are.
I love how honest he is. You got like 3 good hands and 20 that are worthless. Now where are you going?
Seems
Honestly, I'd be so terrified of getting ticks.
They scatter about in clusters.
Ticks and
Little
snakes.
villages, and everywhere, treasures. Everywhere there is a bounty just waiting to be scooped up.
She just found a broken down wagon.
I don't know, but where's your mother?
She's gonna find something she's not gonna want to find. Yeah.
Literally.
When I looked out over this land, I only saw the freedom it promised. I knew nothing of the horror that hides in freedom's shadow.
Yeah.
Wow. Uh-oh. Did they drink the river water?
Hopefully they didn't notice her.
Across the river, people. Nauseous, a number of them to their knees.
You were across the river? Your dress is dry, so you didn't swim. Either you learned how to fly, or you rode the back of one of those Germans. I don't know which image is more upsetting.
God damn, she is just mean to her core.
Both characters that she plays. She does it real well.
What's my mother doing?
She's wasting her time.
She's just delightful.
I'm done with
In both
berries.
shows.
Your turn. Mind the thorns.
She is also just delightful. I would love being around Elsa all day, every day. She might get me killed, but we'd have fun doing it.
Don't see any saddle horses.
I got a few.
Got a few saddles, too. These sons of bitches are plow drivers.
We warned you.
I'm better off without them. Can any of them ride?
I got one can ride.
It's the water. You have to boil it before you drink it.
That doesn't mean...
Don't drink it.
That's brutal.
Go saddle lightning.
She's sick from the water. They all are.
Go saddle lightning.
Can the water kill you?
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit in water.
Or does it just make you sick and it runs its course?
I mean, back then, you're dying.
All these folks are gonna die from water?
I think.
Oh my god.
There's all kinds of shit in water. You don't fucking drink
I know.
water like
I just
that.
wasn't sure if it just makes you sick or if it actually kills you.
It could kill you. Bacteria, all kinds of shit in there.
I was thinking they were gonna die off of like getting like people attempting to rob them or take them out.
No, just
They're gonna die from water? Shit.
The sun will be fierce.
she's adorable.
What's that for?
Not sure, but I'd sure hate you don't have it when we find out. Stay close to me.
Like, Dad, I don't want your stinky, sweaty bandana.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. That's her daddy.
Gross.
She wants whatever daddy will give her, including a sweaty bandana. Because it's from daddy.
They're back early. Yeah.
Who are they?
Real good luck there, Captain.
What, here to rob us?
God damn way. There's a better way to get shot. I don't know it. Charging in here like a bunch of fucking bandits.
We seen you shoot, Grady. I think the bandits are safe.
Y'all hunting strays?
Wild ones. Seen any?
Yeah, some.
Your crew's pretty light to gather wild cattle.
Use the help. We'll pay.
We need to clear some out. Y'all best come on up to camp.
This feels sketchy.
Good to see you, Wade. Almost fucking shot you.
You almost died right now.
You don't even know.
Even if we get a hurry to the wagons, can't hold it. Can't lead till we hire some guns and some hands.
These Germans got to learn to hold their own, Thomas, or they won't survive the trip.
Thomas.
Yeah, they barely surviving the river. They ain't camped 5 miles from town.
There ain't no one to hire.
Then we don't go.
You stay. I'm going. I want to see it one last time before it's settled, before it's ruined.
Good call. Good call.
After you see it, then what?
And I don't care. World can open up and eat me. I don't give a shit.
His life will be complete, and he'll be happy.
I don't know about happy. He'll just be complete.
Know what today is?
I don't know. Thursday, maybe.
18 years ago, on this day, Lee surrendered to Grant in the home of Wilmer McLean in the village of Appomattox. A year later, I was born.
So it's her dang old
It
birthday?
was Monday, April 9th, 1883, and it was my birthday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, honey. How do you keep track of that? How do you keep track of dates back then?
I mean,
To carry around a fucking pocket
if
calendar?
you know, like, if you keep track and you follow the days. And...
I get that part, but like, if you lose track, you're fucked.
He's already saddled.
It's them early mornings, up before the sun. Gotta get to work.
I'll follow you.
I can't see.
Follow the horse in front of you and watch his hooves sparking off the rocks.
Oh. Wow, that's interesting.
They're horseshoes.
What a cool shot.
Getting up before the rest of the world. It's gonna be so peaceful. The rest of the world, you get it. I don't like the way the music is. I don't like that she's alone.
I would get so lost.
Yes, you would.
Oh, shit.
Hey!
Wow. Look at that.
Just like that, huh?
They're coming out of the south with a few more. We'll marry them here and push them on. Makes you wonder what the rich folk doing, huh?
Well, they ain't doing this.
No, ma'am, they ain't.
I like that they're being respectful to her.
I looked to my right and saw my father, somehow riding vertically toward the earth. Beyond him, cowboys and cattle pushed toward us, dust following them like a cloud of shadow. The light was soft and pale and pink, like God decided to light this day with candles. And the whole of Texas spread out before me. It was the most magnificent thing I'd ever seen.
Well, that went better than I expected.
We gotta get someone at the mouth of that draw so they don't leak into it. Someone else to push in the rear.
I'll do it.
You can do it.
You know, the one thing that this show and Yellowstone do a really good job of is the actors do an amazing job of expressing the love of this.
To most, it is an idea, an abstract thought that pertains to control. That's not freedom. That's independence. Freedom is riding wild over untamed land with no notion any moment exists beyond the one you are living.
It's like you feel the freedom, I guess, as she just put it, of like being on horseback in untamed land and you're wrangling up these wild animals. It's like, what a rush it's gotta be. What a rush.
I don't know what he expects to find in these mountains or wherever it is we're headed, but I'll tell you what we won't find. We won't find civilization.
Nah, bitch. You have to make your own.
We just left it all behind.
How do you think it got
I don't
there?
recall anyone forcing you on the train, Claire.
Fate forced me. When it robbed me of a husband and robbed my child of a future with him. What was I to do, beg on the street? I don't recall anyone forcing me. Who the hell do you think you are?
Honestly, Claire, I don't have the energy or the interest to continue this conversation.
He's a dreamer, Margaret. Always has been. And they never come true.
Oh, fuck her. She's the worst.
This is the nightmare.
Oh my God, you're the nightmare. In this life and the next. Why don't you go ahead and stay then, Claire? Why don't you go ahead and fucking stay?
Definitely not the type of attitude that you want on a trip like
Or
this.
need. I don't need this. I understand complaining. Absolutely. Is this awesome? Not exactly. Is it gonna hopefully lead to something great? Hopefully.
It could be awesome if you make it awesome.
Yes. Just listen to Elsa.
Where's the wagon boss?
The camp's to the south.
Fucking gypsies. Gypsies don't travel with much, I've learned, but you Irish are usually travel well stocked.
Uh-oh.
I'll ask again. Where's your wagon boss?
You'll be meeting him soon enough.
We have nothing to offer you, sir. Be gone.
Great. Coming in hot.
Be gone, she says.
What do you want here?
Last I checked, ain't nobody on the river. Be gone.
feels bad.
Uh-oh. Fucking Claire, don't fucking do it.
What are you do? Why? Why are you instigating?
You're not welcome here. Go! You are the devil. I see you. I see you.
All I want to do is buy the horses. Ain't all I want to do now.
It'll be the last thing you do.
There's a dozen guns, 60 bullets between them out here. You only got 2.
And they're both for you.
Oh!
Shit, yeah, we don't need your fucking guns. I got fucking sticks, bitch. Hey, they survived. Good job, y'all.
I did not expect that. Oh no. Shit.
Oh no. She didn't deserve to die.
I'm just now realizing that her son is named John. Is that the first John Dutton? I really wish Claire wouldn't have instigated that. I don't think they were going to cause any trouble.
I mean, you don't know, but she kind of just like riled them up.
That's fucking brutal, dude.
Pretty handy. Got around good. Not awful to look at either.
Fucking avert your eyes, son of a bitch.
Oh, just leave her alone, dude.
You're gonna die today, mister.
Thirsty? There you go. Careful. Would you take off your hat? I want to get a better look at you.
Why get a better look?
There's a fair chance you're too pretty for me. If you are, I'd rather know now so don't waste my time.
Maybe you're too pretty for me.
He does have really nice teeth.
If me being pretty's a problem, then we ain't got a problem. Yep. Too pretty for me. Dang it.
As long as he's not being like a creep and just being playful.
And just like that, horror steps from the shadows, and all freedom was gone.
It's like you could laugh for a second and then it's right back to being awful.
Yep.
We're gonna ride into town with Joseph, meet the marshal, like you with us.
Somebody needs to be here in case they come back.
Cowboys here. They done dealt with their share of bandits.
He does not like leaving his family.
No, he keeps having to fucking do it too.
I'm so sorry. What are you sorry about? You didn't just shoot her.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Are you?
Fuck off, Claire. Come on. Seriously?
Yes. You don't know what that word means.
I mean, I get it.
I know, but also,
All of you are gonna learn.
I don't know. I
Grieving mother.
I wouldn't be mean to another child. I just couldn't.
They were rough, and they were rude, and they were looking for it. But I can't say they started.
It don't matter who started.
I'm just saying, not sure there's justice in it.
I believe in you, and I believe in that boy, and I believe in our daughter. That's all. Justice don't factor into it. You know that gun's in your saddlebag?
Yes, sir.
You sleep with it.
So brutal.
You think they came to town? Where else would they go?
Well, if they're here, they'll be at
Hey, Billy Bob.
You're the only one without a badge.
So a badge made me shoot better.
Doubtful. That'll keep a rope off your neck if things go sideways. Raise your right hand.
Just like that?
I don't know, it was that easy.
Hell yeah.
And I gotta swear to something.
You just did.
What about me?
What'd you say?
Oops.
Nothing?
You just keep your trap shut till I tell you to open it.
Okay.
Poor guy, he's just trying.
I love that Billy Bob Thornton's the fucking marshal.
Yeah. Fits him, you know?
Look at this fucking shot.
I need that
Run.
on a canvas. Dope as hell. Are you joking?
You see this crew, you're going the other direction. This is like true Western status right here.
Yes. Dude, Viking content and fucking cowboy content. I'm all about it.
You see any of them, you point them out, all right? All right, any more?
That back table.
Yeah, I know this crew.
Clyde Barker.
You
Oh,
got like
shit.
a rebel's name, Clyde Barker.
Shut that
What is this
shit
business
down.
on the Trinity?
Well, you're just watering horses, then these immigrants.
Oh shit! Just like that, huh? Goddamn!
Oh shit!
Well, that was easy. Is that how that fucking works, huh?
Back then.
Is there any more?
Oh shit.
Don't just sit there shaking. Are there any more?
It's like, excuse me, sir, I am horrified for my life right now.
I ain't armed. Them immigrants took my guns.
I can see that.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. You done fucked up.
Judge, jury, executioner. He just needed confirmation that they were even there.
If you want to dance with the girls, dance with the girls. If you want to drink at the bar, drink at the bar. But if anybody here fancies himself a gunman, you're in the wrong town.
Holy shit.
There's only one killer in Fort Worth, and that's me.
Sir, yes, sir. Fuck. Wow. That shit was intense.
They ain't ready.
We better get ready, because everybody in this town's gonna be looking for us, and if they find us, they're gonna hang us from a fucking tree.
Oh, damn.
He's got points.
That's why he looked concerned. I was like, why does he look so worried? That's why. You tattled. Basically, got a whole crew just fucking killed in a bar. Holy, dude, that was... I didn't know where that was building to.
We found them.
That shit was insane.
And?
We murdered them.
Shit. This show's intense.
Keep 20 feet between you at water you wait to cross until the wagon in front of you is crossed. Do not let your children ride on the buckboard. They will fall off. Hold your children and mind your animals.
Figure we'll see you up to the red. Ain't got nothing better to do. Besides, a few widows among them now.
Okay.
Well, it's the chivalrous thing to do.
Earn your keep. This ain't no traveling fucking carnival.
We know what this is better than you do.
You know what we're getting into, Captain, and we earn a keep.
That Wade guy kind of look. I think it's Wade. The one with the pretty teeth. He kind of looks like he was in Viking content also. He looked like he was Halfton related.
I kind of like that crew as long as they continue to stay honest and not...
Don't touch me.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn. I mean, okay, I would feel the same. And talking to another adult, I would.
You don't want to go?
Where are you going, James? What do you think is waiting for you out there? Eden? Eden is a garden. There are no gardens here.
You plant gardens. You build them.
No gardeners plant gardens, James. We are not gardeners.
You'll die here.
You say that like it's a warning. What do I have left to live for, James? I have had 7 children.
Oh, no.
And they have all ended up just like this one.
Holy shit.
In the dirt I kneel beside. I am done kneeling. I am ready to lay down.
Well, I can't just leave you here.
Well, it's a free country. It's not your decision to make. It is mine, and I have made it.
Not clear.
God damn you, James. God damn you and your dreams.
And just like that.
The dragonfly. The dragonfly keeps coming back to visit. That's so sweet. That definitely was not planned, right?
I don't think you could
train a dragonfly?
Direct a dragonfly to do things. That's a pretty amazing moment, though. That's amazing.
You let her stay.
I didn't let her do anything. That choice ain't mine. Don't look back.
What are you gonna do?
Catch up.
Is he gonna stay with her? Is she gonna end her own life right now?
I don't know. I don't know what that box is.
Make sure you don't drown in a river.
Thought I was too pretty for you.
You are, but I'm pretty short on common sense.
I painted a picture of my husband in my mind. He don't look like you.
I'm a cowboy, ma'am. We don't look like nobody's husband. We're the ones that think about when your husband ain't around.
Okay, you dirty birdie. I like that response, though. But not to a teenager. Oh, wait, she's 18.
Is that how? Yeah.
Oh, shit, it is a gun.
Yeah. Again, I really like that crew. I like that dude. As long as they stay honest and they aren't like trying to do something bad. Oh, did he go back to bury her? Oh my God.
He was gonna go dig her grave. He has a shovel.
Yeah.
He knew what she was gonna do. Margaret also knew what she was gonna do. Wow.
Holy shit.
No way to stop her?
For what?
It's like hard-ass ground.
I've dug my share alone.
So have I, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I admire her courage.
It wasn't courage.
Yes, it was.
Jeez.
What began as a journey had become a retreat. Into the unknown, we were backing into the abyss. So worried our sins would follow us, we didn't bother watching where we walked, and behind us was a cliff.
Yikes.
There's no going back, because there's a cliff.
Wow.
That was really good.
What an episode.
Honestly, it's like a fucking movie every time.
Yeah, I mean the way they're telling the story and the way that it's unraveling, it is so intense, and there's emotion, and all the characters are really awesome, and it just feels like we're going down a really dangerous road. I mean, running into those bandits, and I would like to assume that they weren't going to start any trouble. It's hard to say that they weren't going to start trouble.
They might have after watering their horses,
Yeah.
but I feel like Claire...
I mean, throwing rocks at them is probably not the best bet.
No.
But the way the marshal handled them and the way he was like, oh, I know this crew, that tells me that they've been up to no good before.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have a reputation. And just the way, I mean, the moment dude gave proof that he was there and the crew was there, that's all he needed. He just pulled out his gun and started shooting. He's like, oh, okay, you were there to water. Okay, you're done. That was so insane. And I mean, obviously, 1883 things are handled a little bit differently than they are now. And it's like the marshal could just walk.
Some no, honestly.
The marshal could just walk into a bar and just, oh, you were there? Okay, you're dead. You're done. Mm-hmm. And the way James put it was like, yeah, we murdered them. That is, I mean.
They murdered, like.
Yeah. I mean, the German folks that's with them, they put up a much bigger fight initially than I thought that they would.
Right. I thought they would kind of run and just based on, you know, their actions in the other episode. Like, it felt like they would just be afraid. And they didn't. They came out so
They defended themselves. They did what they can to get them to... Obviously, they left and then loaded up their weapons and came back, which caused a really horrible scene. And Claire's daughter getting shot. Like, it sucks because it's like these characters are introduced and they're automatically put in a certain category because of the way they act. And it's like... And then they die and then you, like, feel bad about it because... Like, they weren't cheerful characters.
No, they were not
they
happy
created,
to be around.
Yeah, they created a lot of animosity, and it's just, like, Claire specifically, like, had no desire to be on this trip, and the way she was putting it, like, oh, fate, like, I lost a husband, and the fact that she lost how many kids? 6? 7?
Well,
that's just...
8 total?
Was she number 8?
Or was this number 7?
That's just so insane, and, again, I would understand her mood, especially like the idea that she lost her husband and lost so many children. I just wouldn't
snap at a kid, but I mean, I understand.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't even put myself in the position to say I would or would not do something. That is such a brutal spot, losing your kid like that. I mean, again, her behavior up before that point was just inexcusable. And I mean, the way she was treating everyone and the way she was like, fate brought me. It's like you didn't choose.
She was left with no other options because otherwise she would have to beg on the street because it's not like you could just go get a job.
Yeah.
I feel like the only job you can get is school teacher or
bar
madam of the evening.
Yeah. I don't know what the options are, but it definitely didn't sound good. And just the fact that she ended up taking her own life there at the end, and James was like, yeah, I'll catch up because he knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And it's just like this dude's a really interesting character because I could see it in his eyes and his demeanor. He doesn't want any of this. No. Like in terms of like the violence and the killing and like the bad stuff that's happening, you could see it in his face. He doesn't want to partake in that stuff. He just wants to like take care of these people. He has his own dreams, as Claire was like complaining about, and he just wants to follow through and take care of his family. And he was very clear. It's like, I care about my son, my wife, and my daughter. That's it. And you could just see it in his eyes that he has this goal and this dream that he's living through. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that flashback that we got at the very beginning of him, it tells so much about his character living through that war and experiencing what he experienced, especially being in the prison for as long as he was and losing as much weight as he did. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he doesn't talk about it, like he's got shit buried inside of him.
Yes.
And you see that come out when it's time for that stuff to come out. But he tries really hard to keep his focus on his family and his dreams and his journey that he's on. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's a really complex dude. And I'm really fascinated to see what else happens with this crew. Because now that they had that situation at the bar, Captain's like, yeah, everyone here, they're going to come looking for us now after this.
Yeah.
So it's like they had to get out of there.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. They've got a target on their back now. This is where I feel like the journey is really going to begin. I feel like they're going to run into a bunch of obstacles. Like at the beginning when they were all getting sick by the water, I thought they were all going to die by the water. I'm like, oh, the water's going to get all of them. But we're going to get on a journey here. And I feel like things are going to get ramped up a lot. And things are going to get really intense. And that's just kind of where my brain's at now in terms of where the story goes. And Elsa, I'm concerned for her, but I think she's proven that she can handle herself really well.
I'm actually kind of sad that they showed us at the beginning of this show that she gets shot by an arrow.
I mean, we don't know, again, the outcome of that. She's telling the story. She's narrating this story right now, which tells me that she, as of now, until I see a dead body, I'm going to think that she's at the end of this telling us the story because I don't think the narration would be there otherwise. But I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah. But I mean, the one thing that really jumped out at me, one like small story detail, is James's son is named John. I thought that was really...
Yeah, I don't know how many Johns before John Dutton.
Before the one we know. I mean, this is the first one. I'm assuming James's son is the first John, which I think is really cool. I think that's a really interesting story because this is obviously a long line, long family. I want to say John Dutton from Yellowstone, I want to say his father's name was John. So I feel like it's a name that's obviously been passed down.
Right.
I could be wrong about that, but I thought his father's name was John. But I thought that was really cool because we're essentially going to get the beginning of the Yellowstone. We're going to get the start of, this is basically the origin story of that, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, and I
love when
that
stuff's
exists.
done well.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool. And again, at some point, I think all these folks are still going to get wiped out. I think James, wife, daughter, and son are all going to go on a different journey at some point, and that's when they're going to discover Montana and ultimately where. That's probably going to be like the end of the episode or end of the season.
Probably.
So I thought these first 2 episodes really awesome, really good, very interesting, very sad, very emotional. I mean, the casting for these shows are incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, getting Billy Bob in that spot was so cool.
And Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tom Hanks. Hello. Like that was shocking.
You knew it was awesome when you have Tim McGraw and fucking Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Hello?
I mean, it's incredible. You know it's going to be a good show when you get friggin' Tom Hanks for a 3-minute scene. Hell yeah, that's dope as hell. Tim McGraw and Billy Bob were in Friday Night Lights together too, which keeping people together. So another banger of an episode. This is really good. Any other thoughts? No. All right, y'all. You guys share all your thoughts. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.